YouTubers was popping. Eastern York's finest hosted by this exhausted Mike. I don't know if it's just me or other people, but it seemed like as of lately I've been getting more and more drained, like a dying battery. You know how like even if you have like a nice battery that's rechargeable, and after a while it just doesn't matter how long you charge it, it's just fucking dying. That's how I feel right now. I really feel like shit. Yesterday, didn't get much. Missed out on some stuff supposedly. I say supposedly because sometimes people just say certain shit and they see certain shit and there's nothing there, but there was like 4 different individuals that basically said it, so it wasn't meant for me. And me and Scottish Mike was talking about it today in Columbus. When I told him, I said, don't feel bad because it just is what it is. Like my boy Dion said, he used the best metaphor to that. What's meant for Caesar is meant for Caesar, and what's meant for you is meant for you. And yesterday, it just wasn't meant. It wasn't in the cards for me and or Scottish Mike to get the stuff. So that's how I look at shit. And just like if somebody tell me, hey, you missed out on this, I'm like, hey, if I wasn't there, or I can't miss out on shit that it wasn't meant for me, or I can't miss out on something that I didn't see. And even if I did see something, I missed out on it. I can't sit back and get too mad or whatever about it because at the end of the day, it is what it is. So today I left super early. Got there. I left here, ironically, I don't know how I did it. I left here around 5:40 something. I left my driveway and I was able to park my car and get out my car exactly at 6:21 at Columbus. I don't know how the fuck I did it. I know there was a couple people driving like assholes. Some dude was in a Acura TLS or something like what my son got. And this guy, one minute I see headlights behind me. Next minute, this guy zooming by me. Motherfucker got in my lane, pissed me off. So of course I unleashed the beast, and my car just destroyed him. Next thing you know, I'm looking down at my speedometer and I'm doing 160 miles fucking an hour. And that's after 2 other cars were being assholes too. Like my car draws a lot of attention negatively and positively, and for some fucking reason, it seems to draw more people on the highways in a negative light. It's just crazy, man. It's like, this is why people have road rage and do the shit they do. Because it's like you can't enjoy shit with ignorant motherfuckers doing dumb, selfish shit. And it does get under my skin. And for some reason, on Thursdays, if I'm going, well, it makes sense on why on Thursday I probably don't get that same attitude when I'm on 95 because, Thursday's a vice day. But on Sundays, cops not like, state troopers not out there like, they'll be out there on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I guess that's why people want to drive like fucking assholes. But anyhow, I got there early enough. I did see Jerry, him and this other dude was in the L section. They were looking through some comics. Normally when I see people going through comics, I normally used to just sit back and wait, but I don't do that no more because by the time you do that, then you look through them, then they walk off, take what they want, and by the time you get to the next spot, you lose out on shit. So I just, teach myself to not even bother and say fuck it and just try to move to the next place because if they're there distracted on something else, you can get to something else. And Columbus and Meadowlands, a lot of people that didn't go crazy with toys, comics, and stuff like that are now doing that. So my margin is extremely harder now. It's very, very hard for me now to come across and get a lot of stuff that I normally would get. Even thrifting. So that's why now when somebody has a nice amount of bulk, I just buy, even if it's not stuff that I really want to pay $25 to $40 over what they're asking, just cause I need it. I don't need shit, but I just want to put it in the basement and accumulate more stuff. So when and if I start doing shows or posting certain shit on Facebook Marketplace, I can sell in bulk and a serious buyer. Like the guy I no longer deal with in Connecticut, him or his wife, for my own reasons. If he ever reach back out to me, would I sell to him again? Of course I would. I'd be a fucking fool not to. He didn't really disrespect me or nothing like that. It's just something he did I didn't like. And, I mean, that's the nature of the beast. We do shit that we don't like that we do ourselves and our loved ones. You can't cut them off or yourself off. So it is what it is. But this Mexican guy and his son, he did tell me last week. I picked up a couple of wrestlers and shit like that from him. And he told me, yo, next Sunday. And he was right. He did come out with a lot more shit today, but he said, yo, dude, you're late. I looked at the time. It was like exactly 6:59. And I'm like, dude, I can't get here. I'm not leaving my house 3:34 in the morning just to sit around and wait. That's just too much for me. So he said, you know what, don't worry about it. Next week when we bring out more shit, I'll just put some stuff to the side for you. So weather permitted and health-wise, I might just go earlier. I might just be there around 5:30 to see what him and his father got. Because they said, dude, you missed out on a lot of shit. Reason being is because, like other wrestlers, I got these. You got the Magnificent Morocco. Of course, I'm not worried about that stuff because I know how to get all that off. These are rubber. So I'm gonna use Comet or Ajax first on him. And then you got Davey Boy Smith. I can't believe somebody left that behind. A lot of this stuff is dirty, but I don't mind that because it gives me something to do. And I like cleaning stuff anyway because I wipe and clean everything down I get from anybody. Anyway, so, yeah. Those two guys cost me $5 each. 5 each, so I paid 10. This guy, he was in a new section. He set up a little later. And he gave me both of these for $5. This guy was 3, and I think he wanted 3 for that. And I was like, well, would you do 5 for both? He thought about it for a second and said, yeah, sure, my friend, don't worry. I got more toys, but everything he was pulling out was like brand new garbage. Like shit that I wouldn't have took for free. So I got this Bumblebee from one of the movies. Crappier one, but it's still a Transformer. Then you got this guy from that shitty ass Internal movie that nobody liked, or the figures nobody liked. But I was like, fuck it, I got it anyway. So $5 for that, 10 for these two. Then this guy here, another guy I know in the old section, he sold me that I think for either 2 or 5, 2 or 3, $2 or $3. So I took that. And then I got this stuff from Kenny, and I got this stuff from Mel. I'm not gonna say what I paid for the stuff because, like I said, I don't want to sound repetitive, but sometimes we get new people. Some people might say, "Oh, I wonder what you paid for it," or X, Y, Z. If it's people I know and I mention their names, I don't say what I pay for stuff because there are a lot of haters out there, and they'll go back and tell the people. Some people will believe it, some people may not. Some people may not give a fuck, but still in all, why? Why do it? I don't need to sit here and tell people what I paid for something because it's none of your fucking business. To be honest. And, sometimes some people may not like you and they'll go to that person and say, oh, this person bragged or X, Y, Z. And even though that person, I know that people like Kenny and Mel wouldn't believe shit anyway, but that's not the point. The point is just out of respect and the fact that I have a good friendship with a lot of these individuals. I'm not going to sit here and disclose what they give me as a deal because it's a deal from one friend to another. They don't have to give me deals. Yes, I don't have to buy, but they don't have to give me deals because these guys are pretty decent with their prices anyway. So that's why most of the time, if you hear me say, oh, if I mention the person's name and I say, oh, well, I'm not going to give a price or X, Y, Z, it is repetitive by me keep saying that because I said it at almost every video. But again, I'm not going to sit here and disclose because, it's nobody's business. So I got all this stuff for a good price. That's all I'm gonna say. So here we got this Duke. He's like almost Caitlyn Jenner because his crotch is a little messed up there. I forgot that. You got here the Wesley Snipes Toy Biz blade. I don't remember if this is the Legendary Rider one or the other one because I think Toy Biz did 2 of them. The Legendary Rider one where he came with that motorcycle, and then the other one where he just came on a car by himself. I can't remember which one. But I'm trying to get another Wesley Snipes comic book. I have one that's already graded, his number 1. So I'm trying to get that same number 1 again. And I want to take it in. And I'll probably get this displayed with the comic book at Michael's. Because hopefully this week coming up, my home lady, Bobby, older white lady, from the Michaels I should have went to, but she did do a good. But the other people did do a good job on my Let me see. Let me show you guys that real quick. Show you the work Michaels did. Now Michaels is pretty good, and this guy, my boy Chuck, who owns one half of Royal Collectibles, he had a friend of his do this. He made this cabinet for my Mike Tyson, ironically Mike Tyson, right? That's actually 8x10, and it's actually PS8, along with the gloves, as you can see. Oh no, I'm sorry, JS8. So that glove is individual along with this one. Then they did the same thing with that 8x10, as you can see there. And then these are, if you notice, maybe you guys can't see, but the same trunks that Tyson has on right here are these exact same trunks. And on the other side, you see it's JS8 as well. So this is the kind of work Chuck's boy did. He had, I think, 2 or 3 different individuals do some stuff. And this is what Michaels did. This is a very expensive ashtray. That's why I don't have anything hanging that has no relevance. So just so y'all know. And of course, some people may not know this. Black Boy Fly. That's to me from Hebrew Brentley himself. This original canvas artwork sold for $3 million. He made it, and I think he sold it to Jay-Z. Jay-Z actually has the original canvas of this. So it was so popular and so well received that he actually just started selling the prints. So because of Lev and other stuff, I'm starting to get into designer toys and designer prints as well. Because it's just, I want to, I'm gonna keep the stuff I have and all my vintage toys and all that craziness, but it's not gonna kill me to go into other stuff, because you never know when you need to sell stuff, or you never know, God forbid something happens and you need the money for other things. You know what I'm saying? And all the other toys are extremely common. Stuff like this isn't. Stuff like this definitely isn't. You know what I mean? This is unique, not, but then again, I loved her, and, Deadly Friend, or whatever the hell that was. That was one of my favorite B movies. And what she did to this lady was crazy. And then, of course, her from Buffy Vampire Slayer with my man, rest in peace to Luke Perry. His son is, something animal. He's in AEW, I believe, Luke Perry's son. And Christy Swanson told me about that. We actually had a long conversation. Like, she likes to talk, so it was good talking to her. Not because she's famous, but because I love her. So not like sexually, just a lot. I love her as as an actress, and the fact that I actually got to meet her. And of course, she was Sam in this way before she became Buffy, and Natural Born Killers and other stuff. And she actually makes these herself. Ironically, she makes these. So the fact that she made it made me want it even more. So that's why all this stuff got autographed. And the people at Michaels, they did do a good job on what they did. They just, they fucked up my whole order. And that kind of pissed me off, because when I'm paying for something, it should be done, and it should be done right. You know what I mean? That's just me. But there you have that. Then, of course, like I said, anything hanging on my walls have significance. Of course, family photos, so that's already. And then, of course, I know I was young there. That's my daughter. And of course, that Beyonce will stay up there until her or her husband gets caught up in whatever's going on with Pete Diddy, or if anything ever happens like that, then that shit will be coming down as fucking fast as I hung it up. Because I don't support no type of pedophile people and whatnot. But until that happens, they'll stay up there. Then, of course, you got all this crap. And then you got crap here, you got designer stuff, and some more Hebrew Brentley stuff here. I got that one, and I got the other girl in the back. Then I got my DMC signed. Very hard to find Celtic gold Stan Smith. No, shell tops. Then I got the Ron English Puma collabs up there. Then I got another pair that DMC actually signed. With these little Masco figures here, and that's his book, Daryl McDaniels, and I have all the proof you need. The only thing better than a shirt is a fucking picture with the man holding stuff. So y'all. And then, of course, like I said, I would love to have something signed by Sugar Ray, but this is actually authenticated and legit, and it's Roberto Duran. So there you have that. You know, just to show you guys a little something. I do have, I don't know where, I had it somewhere here. I don't know where I don't think I moved it. I think my daughter or my wife, one of them moved it. I don't know where because I didn't hang it, but I put it here somewhere, and I don't know where one of them put it. But it is my, oh man, the Fred Williamson one that I also got done for Michaels. You know, I just decided to show y'all this just to, oh, and speaking of that, Chuck's boy did this one for me too, because I met Tamok years ago, and I actually had the guy do these two 8x10s with the Last Dragon movie and the Last Dragon DVD here, also signed by Tamok himself, Leroy Green, aka Bruce Leroy, the nigga that catches bullets with his teeth. Bullets with his teeth, nigga, please. Yeah, what y'all know about that? Yeah, buddies, y'all. Anyhow, so yeah, you know what I mean. So catches bullets with his teeth, nigga, please. I got something real in these hands for your ass, Leroy. My Mr. T section. Come on, you crazy jibber jabbers. But yeah, man. So getting back to this. So yeah, got this stuff from Kenny. He hooked the brother up. I didn't know that his hand was broken. Kenny, you could have fucking told me that, you fucking swine-eating cracker motherfucker. Well, anyway, y'all may be like, oh my God, hell, he knows it's a joke. He know I got love for him, so. Because I'm pretty sure somebody would say something stupid about that. So that's why I figured I'll be the first to say it. But he don't give a fuck that I just said that, because he knows I love him and he's my boy. So here I got these 25th anniversary style figs from him. I got his tank. It doesn't have the canopy, but you know, then you got this Cobra Fang thingamajig. I'm not gonna keep that. Then you got these figures here. You got, this is definitely a Marvel universe. I mean Marvel 3 3/4 legend, not a universe. You can tell from the build, the paint apps and material. Then you got Scarlet Witch. I believe she may be a Marvel Universe or an earlier Marvel 3 3/4 legend. Then you got these two different Spideys. Got that one, this one. Of course, you know Captain America. You know this. I don't know which Iron Man this is. I don't know if this is a Fortnite or a a classified Firefly. I have no idea who the hell this guy is. He's seen better paint apps and better days, so I might just put them to the side and sell them in a lot with some other stuff that's not in the greatest condition, which I don't have much Marvel Legend or DC figs in these two kind of condition, but the price is so good on this stuff. I just, you know, took a lot of stuff that I was like, the hell with it. Not only was it to help put money in his pocket, but you know, at the end of the day, I got a lot of stuff that I still didn't go through yet, that I got from Dumas like 3.5, 4 months ago. Then, you know, so you've seen this, and like I said, you know, that was like $2 or $3. This was definitely $5. This was $10. And then these guys here I got from Mel, which is like, he's always set up next to my boy Timmy, Mr. What's Going On? You look at Timmy and he got this, for him to be a slim guy, he got this intimidating, I will hang your ass from a tree type vibe. Like, he really looks like a kick-ass, badass redneck. Like, Kenny looks like he could be a cop, like a sergeant or something. He has that look. You know, Mel sounds like John. If you close your eyes and you listen to Mel talk, he literally sounds like John Goodman. He's got John Goodman's voice. Really, really nice guy. You know, then you got Dino Dan, and then you got Tall Dan, you got Scottish Mike, you got Star Wars Mike, you got Leland. These are all good fucking guys. Like, there's very few people down in Columbus I dislike, but if I dislike hard. But then everybody else I mentioned are like cool guys. You got Hospital Matt, you got Jerry's Matt. I mean, these guys are just fucking phenomenal. You got, you know, Big Dog, aka Brian, aka Big Dog. I mean, so many people I can mention, man, that I buy from, and you know, respect is mutual. More so than Meadowlands. Meadowlands is more hypocrites and full of shit guys. But Meadowlands is like me, you know, it's, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, the luck of the draw. Everything depends on what you got in storage units. But down in Columbus, a lot of these guys specifically go out the week looking for stuff, and they're very consistent in what they have. So that's why I do love Columbus, because I mean, almost everybody who has video games and toys or comics, they're very consistent in always having shit. Meadowlands is like, hey, it all depends on what a person get out of a unit, which could be a good and a bad thing. Only, you know, but it's bad because a lot of people now are doing what I'm doing. And the sad thing is, I don't even get the recognition I deserve, because most of the people watch my videos and they learn a lot from me. And not only will they not leave comments or even mostly leave comments, but they don't even get my just due, but then they copy off of me, which kind of like really irritates the fact that these motherfuckers 2 years ago, nobody was doing comic books. Very few did video games, and even fewer did toys. Now everybody's an expert on every fucking thing. Just like a lot of you guys and girls out there who watch Marvel and DC movies, and y'all act like y'all know everything about the shit, and then you still get it wrong because you don't realize a lot of the movies are extremely, I mean, they are fucking far-fetched to the right versus the left of being straight correct on, you know, when you read the books and you read the original origins on comic books and everything, like me, you know more because you understand it, because you were there for the original, you know, from the originality of reading a fucking book versus a person who's just a movie buff who think they know everything. And that's how it is with these guys. Just like when I used to go to Bardner's auctions, I would stand there, and before the auction start, you see like 40, 50 people sitting there having conversations and taking pictures and looking up every toy on fucking line, and you just shaking your head like, look at these fucking clowns. I mean, it's like, you know, you should have this knowledge. If you come here for comics and toys and video games, you should have the fucking knowledge. And then you get the ones that walk around with the books. They're worse. That's just like, let me tell you guys something. You go to anybody's flea market or toy show, and you ask, hey, how much is this? And they're like, hold on a second, let me look. And if they start to go look in a fucking book, do yourself a favor and walk away. Just walk away. Or then you got the people that you're like, oh, well, how much is this? And it's like, oh, well, on eBay, once they start doing that, just walk away. I do that a lot now. I don't even argue with people. Sometimes if I say, hey, how much for this? And they say, oh, $40, but you can make me an offer. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Then sometimes they get mad, or sometimes they be like $40. I'm like, all right, thanks. And I'll just put it down and walk away. Sometimes if they price is real disrespectfully stupid, I may say something, but 9 out of 10 I don't, because it's their shit. You can sell your stuff for whatever the fuck you want to sell for, even if you are fucking retarded. But anyhow, getting back to this stuff, y'all. So yeah, I got all this from Mel, all these G.I. Joes, and he just threw in this Star Trek piece of crap. So yep, this stuff wasn't easy. I mean, it was over 200. I'll tell you that. I'm not gonna say exactly what. It was under 3, but over 2. Not much I can say. But look what you get here. You get these 4 Mission Brazil guys. And yes, Claymore, as always. Claymore does have a busted crotch, which is probably why I got the deal I got on it. Because they wanted, you know, he wanted he wanted just for these 4. Which is idealistic, considering the fact that even though these guys aren't complete, but they're in great condition, other than Claymore having a busted crotch. But if I can find a Claymore crotch for $20 or less, these 4 guys are probably what I paid for all this shit anyway. These ones here, you got Crazy Legs, original Dial Tone. You have Law. You have oh my God, Lifeline. You have Budo. I don't remember his name. Then you got I think version 4 or 5 Storm Shadow. And again, I just mentioned these. You got Charborough. Jinx just missing a backpack. Xandar complete. Raptor or whatever. You have here Big Boa. I think this. I forgot if this is. No, I think this is Dice, because I think Slice is the red one. Or whatever. You got here Falcon. Excuse me. You got Falcon. Tunnel Rat with Gun and Bison. You got Mercer. And again, in here, you got the Busted Crotch crew, a.k.a. the Caitlyn Jenners, with Autopsy Gung Ho. So you got Autopsy Gung Ho, because he don't have the hat. You got Zartan with a busted crotch, but he does have his chest plate, which is probably like $20. You got Airborne, you know, his crotch is busted. Croc Master, busted crotch. Monkey Wrench, busted crotch. Then here, from Kobala, you have the Royal Guard and Galabulus. And then here, you probably have over $100 or $150 just in weapons. Somebody might say, no, that's crazy. Well, let me tell you something. Yeah, weapons for any figures, Transformers, G.I. Joes is crazy. There's got to be well over 50 guns in here. There's probably like 3 or 4 guns in here that aren't in here, but look at this. You got Lady J's Javelin. I mean, you got some pretty decent weapons in here, man. I mean, you want a soda?
No.
Oh. Cause there's stuff downstairs in the other refrigerator. Yeah, y'all, we're so big and rich that we got 2 refrigerators. I'm gonna punch in your face. So yeah, you do have. I was joking about that. A lot of people got like you got people with apartments that got fucking 2 or 3 refrigerators. But in this house, it just makes sense to have 2. One, because I buy storage units. Look at them over there. Look how spoiled this dog is. Look at these 2. For those out there who think dogs are vicious. And, you know, let me open this up because I'm a little intrigued here. I know Fam Eric wants to get to my G.I. Joe stuff. Man, you should come over here before the show or after the show at Cherry Hill. You probably before the show. Because it wouldn't make no sense to come after this show. Because he wants to look through my G.I. Joe bin. So let's see what we got here. Let's see how my man Lmao hooked the brother up. Hook a brother. The brothers. Like my man Chucky said when he was it Chucky 3 or 2 when he was trying to go after the black kid. And he was like, oh my God, Chucky's gonna be a brother. A brother. And we got blowtorches, blowtorch. That's not G.I. Joe. That is G.I. Joe. This is G.I. Joe.
Yeah, don't sit on.
This goes to Stalker's boat. G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe. All this is G.I. Joe. Isn't this Jinx's backpack right here? It is. Mel got it all wrong. That's a backpack. Blizzard's gun. I think that's Stalker's. Frag Viper. Weapon pack version 1. Roadblock. I think this is Torches. We got here Junkyard. Airtight gun. Alley Vipers backpack. Televipers backpack. 89 Batman gun. I always remember that. I think that's Sci-Fi's. Techno Viper, one of his wrenches. Version 3 Snake Eyes' rifle. I think that's one of the Cobra officers or whatever gun. I think nunchuck. Couple of early 80s, like 82, 83 helmets. I can't think. Here's another one. I think this is Sci-Fi. I forgot whose gun this is. I know it, just not. I can't remember. Same thing. Hit and Run. One of Destro's guys. Beachheads. I don't remember which G.I. Joe. Damn, that chicken smelled good. Damn. Right off the top of my tongue. Low lights. Look at that. With the fucking tripod. That tripod is like $20 to $25 alone, y'all. Spearhead's weapon. Rakondos. Slugger. I think I need that. The Slugger tank. Oh man, I can't think right now. Firefly, maybe. Back blast, broken. I think this is an extra Dukes back. I don't remember which one, so I'm not gonna even try. Dr. Mindbender, Norgahide, Barbecue. I think this is Bazooka's helmet. 2 foot stands. I think this goes to Flint. The I forgot which version. Norgahide's bow. You just said Lady J. Cobra Commander, I believe. Spearhead's machete. A piece of Snake Eyes' nunchuck or 3-way fighting staff. Gung Ho, the original Gung Ho's. What you call it? I believe this is Serpentor's. Downtown's gun. Night Viper's shotgun. One of the extra crotch pieces for one of the 80s Joe, 82, 83. Recoil's weird looking weapon. This is broken. I don't even remember who the hell that goes to. I think that goes to, I forgot his name. I think this goes to this dude right here. I think that's his. I don't think this may go to him. Blizzard's handgun. Off the top of my mind, can't remember, so I'm not gonna even try. This goes to Cobra Commander, the armored Cobra Commander. My dear Commander. So yes, sirree, Bob. That's not Joe. Rest of this stuff is where did we go? We got not Joe. Where am I going a long time ago? Where did we come from? Where did we go? Where did we come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Yeah, for those out there who didn't know, yeah, I know the Rednecks. I used to love that song from the 90s. Where did we come from? Where did we go? Where did we come from? Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. I can't remember the whole song. Where did we go from? Where did we go? Where did we come from? Cotton Eye Joe. I love that song. I even like the remix. Some of y'all like, what? Yeah, man. How can you not like the Cotton Eye Joe by the Rednecks? Of course, you say that shit now, you might get canceled on what's it called for even saying the word red and then next mixed together. All right, y'all. So this is everything, man. Thanks for listening to my jibber jabber and rants, and catch you guys on the other side. Yay, yay.